Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome to my 800th video special here on YouTube. 800 freaking videos, man. I never thought I'd see today. Never thought I'd live long enough to see myself get to 800 videos on this platform, which is incredibly freaking late, by the way. I was supposed to have hit this milestone several weeks ago at this point, but I really got, I got overwhelmed with so much content that I had to create, and life got in the way. A lot of occurrences, as I have said throughout the videos that I've been uploading, there were a few things happening here and there, and today I just got a very rare moment of silence and sunlight after several days of overcast and rain, to record. Unfortunately, I was considering shaving completely for this video, but unfortunately my makeup department is out of town for today, which is another way of saying that I was too lazy to shave, so this is what you guys got. I shaved only my neck and trimmed the rest, because this is kind of a remake of an older video that I did, I think a couple of years ago, so I'm converting it into a special. I talked about the things that I'm going to talk about in this video, I talked about on that one, but I'm going to add more here, so it's going to be an actual special, a very nice little concept vlog for you guys. And the reason that this video has taken so long to come out is because of a few things that were happening outside of YouTube, One of them was this little accident that I suffered, not fatal, but still kind of made me unable to do a lot of things for a few days. I was actually running down the street to catch the bus to go to work a few days ago, and I tripped and fell, and I lacerated my hand. Not too bad. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but there are these little blotches, of dried blood here. This is where my skin got cut, I hope YouTube doesn't flag this as very graphic, but you guys might be able to see it from here, not getting too close, and also here in my hand, and it was bleeding like freaking crazy, and it got me right here in the joint. I scraped almost a good portion of the skin off, it's still healing, it looks a lot better now than it did before, trust me, but that left me kind of immobilized for a few days. I couldn't do anything like chores, could barely use my phone, tablet, let alone record YouTube videos, I had just this one video to record, and then like I said before, the weather took a turn for the worse, there were a few days of scattered rain showers and there was no sunshine at all. So, oh yes, and also there was a blackout the day before yesterday, and I stayed without energy for like an entire afternoon from 2 p.m. to like 8 p.m. or so in the evening, so I couldn't do anything during the day. So it's almost like the universe was conspiring against me, man, an entire citywide blackout, right when I needed, right when the weather wasn't too bad, maybe I could have tried to record a video, but then that happened, and by then it was too late. But anyway, today I'm going to try to get this video out here, because it had to have already been done for a few days, and I tripped up a little bit between my 700th and 800th videos. So there were a few speed bumps along the way that I couldn't give you guys daily uploads. I was supposed to be done already for a few days, but yeah, that's just how it is, I guess. That's just life, This video is coming out a few days after my last one, but I'm recording it several days after my actual vlog, which was the Kobe Bryant one. But anyway, let's just get into it, okay, before, something else bad happens, okay? Gotta take advantage of the opportunity now. I'm going to be giving you guys 10 very useful tips for getting started on YouTube. For those of you who are still new on the platform or are considering creating a channel for yourself to start making content and stuff, I may not be the best person for you to hear this advice from. I am still growing myself, but I have been here for about 6 years now, almost 7, so I know a thing or two about how YouTube works, so if you have the time, I would like to give you some pointers, a little bit of friendly advice on how you can start creating content today, very, very easily with very minimal equipment, and hopefully if you guys follow these tips, you might end up like me, who has very few subscribers and does not make a living with this and barely gets views. But you know what? At least I want to do it. I love it, and I am creative, and I want to pass all of that on to you, and that is going to be my 800 special, okay? So let's begin. The first step on your journey to becoming a YouTuber is create a theme. Okay, that is the very first thing you need to think of before you even turn on any camera to start blabbing to it. You have to know what you're gonna talk about. You have to define an overlying theme for your content, in all of your videos across your channel. Now, my channel, for example, is a jack of all trades. I do a whole bunch of different things, and I separate them into playlists. I try to literally do as much as I can, in a short span of time. So I give you guys different vlogs about different topics, sometimes traveling, and I talk about movies and TV TV shows, games, I play games, you know, I talk about sports and athletes. So my channel is very openly thematic, you know. But when you're starting out first, you need to try to stick to one little thing, you know. Create a theme and just go with it, you know. Just go with the flow and let it roll to see how exactly you're going to perform in that category there, you know. So for example, if you want to make a channel about cooking, then your theme is going to be exactly that, you know. You have to draw attention to a truck driving by right as I'm recording. It's been silent all freaking day, man. When I sit down to record, I get, okay, you know what, just gotta keep calm and carry on, right? Anyway, so that's another thing you have to deal with, you know, the pressure of recording content when there's stuff happening in the background. So when you have your theme, like for example cooking, stay with it, you know. Make your channel all about that, making foods and coming up with recipes, you know, whether it's actual meals or desserts, you know, sweets, that kind of thing, you know. Or maybe if you have a channel about gaming, you have to try to structure all of your content around that, you know. Have an overlying theme that's going to help you reach a target audience, you know, because if you have a gaming channel, you're going to target more towards the the gaming demographic, you know. So that's essentially how it works. Find a theme, something that you're passionate about and you really want to share on the channel publicly, and just go with it. And then we're going to segue straight into the next tip, which is use personal branding, okay? Now, personal branding is a way for you to really stick out here on YouTube, because we are living in a modern era where so many people are on this platform, you know. There are literally probably, you know, maybe what, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe even over 1 million creators on this thing, you know. YouTube is the most watched video service, you know, website on the internet, you know. So there are a lot of people here creating content, generating views, consuming content, you know, subscribing to channels, this and that. So when you use personal branding, you stick out a little bit more, you know. What do I mean by that? You have to create a name that is going to really catch people's attention, you know. And once you have that name, you're going to use that to create branding for yourself on your channel and outside of it, you know. Me, for example, my name here is Chazzy, which is a nickname of my first and last name, you know. My name is Igor Chesterfield, and Chesterfield, aside with Chazzy, is very commonly said, like for example, when somebody is named Chester, they can be called Chaz or Chazzy, you know. Chester Bennington from Linkin Park used to be called Chazzy Chaz. So instead of, a long time ago, my channel used to be called Igor Chesterfield, but then I changed it up to just Chazzy because it's shorter, easier to memorize, and catchier, you know. It just rolls off the tongue easier. And my personal moniker here is the dude logo, you know, this little thing that I actually haven't used in a video in a very long time, but it is still my primary logo, you know. It's a very like chill and laid back kind of thing. It's from surfer culture in America, you know, and that's why I call my subscribers dudes and dudettes, you know, so you guys can come here and just chill, you know, lay back, you know, dude, it's all good, man, Chazzy, you know. That's what I want you guys here to do on my channel, and I want you to just come here, watch a video and chill, kick back and relax, and that's where it comes from, you know. And I actually have a lot of my own personal segments here on the channel are actually named after myself. So you have Cinema Chazzy, you know, which takes my name, my moniker, and it's where I review movies. Tele Chazzy, where I review TV shows. 8-Bit Chazzy, where I review games, you know, that kind of thing, you know. And also Chazzy Plays, where I do all my gaming. So the more branding that you use, the more unique you are, and the more you stand out, and also gain confidence to spread your content to other people, you know. That's essentially the secret. So once you get personal branding down, eventually you can expand to creating merch and selling it outside of YouTube to make more money, you know, and also connect better with your audience, you know, in that way, so you can make your fans happy. So it's all about the branding, man. Find something that's yours, that's unique to you, and just patent it and just use it all over the place on your channel, you know. Be very creative when you address your audience at the beginning and the end of a video, you know. Don't keep spamming, you know, please of subscribing, this and that. Leave that to the very end of the video, but also use your own branding to make it stand out. The next one should be very, very obvious, but not a lot of people take this to heart, you know, but it is kind of the cornerstone of having a successful YouTube channel. Edit your videos. This is very, very important, okay? Don't be that kind of person who just uploads videos for the sake of uploading them with very little, if any, editing at all. Even though I do understand that a lot of channels are very successful despite this, you know. Sometimes they'll make very short memes, you know, or just really creative but very lackluster skits with very little editing, you know. But I understand that that kind of approach can be successful, you know, it can do well, but still you're going to ultimately grab a lot more attention if you edit your videos, you know. Now, you don't need anything too complex to create a good edited video, you know. I use Windows Movie Maker, man. We are in 2022 and I still use Windows Movie Maker, man. And I think that mine is the old 32-bit version because that's what my computer is compatible with, you know. That is literally the only video editor that works well on my computer without any crashing or any issues. And believe me, I've tried, you know. I have tried several other ones, but I have very little ROM, you know, very few gigs of ROM, so it's not a very doesn't have a very fast processor, so it works the way that it does given its limited resources. And sometimes I complain a lot behind the scenes because my movie maker sometimes sucks. It does things that isn't supposed to happen, you know, or sometimes it will take longer to export a video, or it might, like, my video is already over halfway done and there will be some kind of error and I gotta go back and do it again. It happens, you know. It's very limited, but still it's the best that I have and I love using it because it's simple. I've gotten used to it, you know, so I can do some really cool things with Movie Maker. But of course, if you are in a position to have a much better video editing software, then please go ahead and use it. Do not neglect the editing, okay? It is very important and it will attract a lot more people to your channel, because even if a video is funny, maybe this applies more to me than the masses, you know, but even if a video is funny, if it's very badly edited, there's a very low chance that I'm gonna come back and watch more videos or even subscribe to that channel, you know. So keep your editing very consistent, keep it nice, you know. You don't have to do anything too complex, just keep it simple at first, you know, and as you gain more knowledge about it, then it's going to be a lot easier for you, you know. So that's essentially how it is. Now, I am very fluent in video making software, you know, but because all I can use is Windows Movie Maker, that's the one that I'm most, let's say, native in, you know, so it makes a lot more sense to me. If you guys have seen my videos, you see that the editing is very minimal, you know, but I do have intros and outros in all of my videos, which is something that you guys have to be on the lookout for, you know. Have a nice little creative intro. I like to go above and beyond. I have one specific intro for every kind of different segment on my channel, you know. So the mixer, what's the jam is, cinema chazzy, tele chazzy, everything has a different intro, but all of them have the same exact outro where I draw attention to other videos that you guys can watch, you know. And that's what it is, you know. You can make your own, or if you don't have the means to, just go on YouTube and grab one, you know. There are content creators out there who make intros and outros that are free for you to use. Just go there and download them from the link, you know. That's the case with many of my videos, you know. So it's cool if you want to have just one intro for everything that you do, that's fine, as long as you follow the last tip, which was personal branding, you know. But do some kind of editing, please. Don't leave your videos without anything, because that sucks. While we're on the topic, the next tip is to make custom thumbnails. This is also very important because in a modern era where YouTube has literally become this giant of entertainment, generating so much money for creators, you know, it's very crucial for you to use a custom thumbnail to draw attention to your channel, you know. The same thing with titles, you know. Be creative with your titles, but be even more creative with your thumbnails, you know. You should always be like, for example, Mr. Beast, whose thumbnails are absolutely awesome, you know. His videos are really cool, you know. There's never any clickbait, you know, which is something that we use on YouTube, which is how you can create a title that's a little exaggerated, you know, and just to draw somebody in, which does work. I'm guilty of doing this, you know. Occasionally it's good, but custom thumbnails are even more important, you know. I do believe that on YouTube, you can make a custom thumbnail as soon as you verify your channel, you know. And you could also have a custom URL, you know, like my channel, for example, is still youtube.com/Igor Chesterfield. You can't ever change it, you know, but I do believe you have to have 100 subscribers first for you to get a custom URL, unless they've changed it, you know, across the years. But when I made my channel, you know, in 2016, that's what the rules were. So, you know, always, you don't really need too much knowledge in Photoshop to do custom thumbnails. No, it's really not that hard. I have a degree in informatics, and and a little bit of graphic design. I do kind of dabble in the arts there, you know, so I really know how Photoshop works. I specialized in Photoshop when I was taking informatics, you know, so it makes a lot more sense to me. It's more enjoyable, you know, and whenever you create a nice thumbnail, it's a lot more pleasing to the eye, you know. It just makes your videos pop out more and draw attention, and people might actually want to come back more for them, you know. I have to be honest, there are times when I do a video that I don't really like too much, but honestly, the thumbnail comes out better than the actual video itself. You know, this happens a lot. Sometimes I'll make a thumbnail that is so awesome that it just seems to go beyond the actual video itself. My shorts are really good examples of this, you know. Sometimes I will take more time making a thumbnail than actually editing the video, you know. It just, I don't know, it's very enjoyable to me. I like it, you know. I like organizing things, which takes us into the next tip, which is organize to monetize. Keep your channel organized as much as you can, the best way you can, so people aren't going to get lost when they go there looking for content, you know. If you guys want right now, if you're watching this video on a cell phone or a tablet, go right. You don't have to close the video, just drag it, you know, take it away from full screen and drag it down. Go to my channel, click on my little icon. It's going to take you straight to my channel. Even as you watch this video here, scroll down on my channel now with this video in the background and notice how everything is organized. Notice how all of my playlists are there on the front channel, you know. I have them all put in a certain category, a certain order, you know. I got all my gameplays in one little Chazzy Plays there thing, you know. And as you go down, you're going to see Cinema Chazzy, Tele Chazzy, 8-Bit Chazzy. Everything that I do on this channel is organized in playlists, you know. When you go to my front page and look down and scroll down, you're going to see where everything is, you know. Everything is in a very easy to find place. It's really hard for you to get lost on my channel, you know. All the way down at the bottom, you're going to see the channels that I have laid out for you guys, that I specifically, you know, suggested for you to go watch because I think it's awesome content, you know, which is also a lot of the sources where I draw inspiration from to create my own videos, you know. So keep yourself organized. Whenever you're going to record videos, make a spreadsheet on Microsoft Excel, for example, to keep your videos in check so you can know what you're going to record, what days you're going to post them, you know, what are the better days for you to upload. That's what I do with my spreadsheet, you know. I have the videos, the titles, you know, what order they're in, what number it is. Like, for example, I go 10 and 10 from maybe 801 all the way to 900, you know, and I put in there the playlist where it's going to go, and at the very beginning the date where I'm going to upload them, and I just keep checking them in green as I go along, you know. It really helps a lot, trust me, you know. Try to keep a schedule, you know, be organized with that. If you're going to upload one video per day, then upload one video per day. If you're going to do 2 per day, then do 2 per day, you know, and that's how it is, man. Keep yourself organized so eventually the monetization will come naturally, because the more organized you are, the more people are going to like your channel, you know. The more aesthetically pleasing it is, the more people it will draw in, and that will eventually get you to monetize your content, have an account connected with AdSense, and then you're good to go, baby. So use my channel for inspiration if you want. I keep everything always very organized, you know, in case you guys check that out or maybe want to see it later. That's how I keep my content organized in playlists, you know, and you should always do the same. Now, the next tip is very generic, but also very, very guilt-free, okay? Emulation without imitation, okay? Emulate, but do not imitate, okay? It is natural if you're starting a YouTube channel today in 2022, you know, or in recent years. So many things have been done on this platform, you know. So many creators out there have been successful doing things that have been relevant for many years, but maybe faded away. Maybe they brought them back, you know. But the point is, everybody's out there trying to get views, you know. So there is no problem with you taking inspiration from another content creator. My channel is the living embodiment of that, you know, because my channel is actually a mismatch of several other channels that I watch and have still watched over the years. So I take a lot of inspiration to do my videos, you know, whether it's recording, editing, you know, making the thumbnails, you know, some of the themes and the way that I do my intros and outros, you know. My channel is inspired by a lot of other content creators, many of which I do display here, you know, at the bottom banner of my channel there, you know. So there's nothing wrong with you grabbing inspiration and being motivated and influenced by certain channels, you know. Me, for example, if it wasn't for channels like Smosh, PewDiePie, and Markiplier, I probably would have never had a channel myself. Watch Mojo also, back when they were, you know, a little more entertaining. Today they're a little generic, but I'm still subscribed to them, you know, even though their videos have been a little lackluster, you know. They're pretty much trying to do whatever the hell they can to get views and put up a lot of videos per day. But Watch Mojo was a very important figure, you know, at the beginning of my YouTube career, because the way that they would present information is what eventually inspired me to do informative videos myself, you know. And of course, Mark and PewDiePie, later Jacksepticeye, gave me inspiration for the gameplays, you know. And Smosh is just the way that I do my vlogs, you know, the generic adventuring and having fun, you know. So you should always take inspiration from your favorite creators, but be very careful not to directly imitate. Be very careful not to directly imitate, because there is a thing called plagiarism, you know. So if it's very obvious that you are directly copying another creator, it might lead to some issues down the road for you related to copyright, you know. YouTube has a firm policy against that. Like, you can't just take somebody else's video and upload it to your channel, you know, because it's going to be flagged as copyright or maybe even blocked. In the best case scenario, the video is just going to be flagged and you can't monetize it, you know. The revenue is going to go to the creator, then that's pretty okay. You're still doing the video that you want. A lot of my videos are like that, especially the sports and movie ones, you know. I don't seek to make money. I just want to show you guys the best possible content, you know. But sometimes they will outright block the video, you know. So be very careful when you're dealing with, you know, permissions from other content creators, you know. So try to take their content and make it your own, give it your own spin on it, you know. But never directly copy straight from them, because it's going to show that you're actually not creative enough to make your own thing, you know. My channel is inspired by many other YouTubers, you know, but I never directly copy any of them, you know. You can quote me on that. Go and watch any of my videos if you want. I don't directly copy anybody. The most you'll see is inspiration from others sprinkled here and there, you know. Now, the next one here is one of the most important ones for you to grow on this platform. Stay consistent. Once you do all of the things that I've been telling you up until now, you have your theme, your brand, you know, you're organizing your channel, you know, you're doing a lot of really good editing, good thumbnails, you're getting inspiration. Try to keep all of that going, you know. Try to gain momentum and just keep going forward. You don't necessarily have to go fast, and you shouldn't go too slow either, but just keep going, you know. Try to maintain some level of consistency, you know. For example, for the longest time, I've wanted to give you guys daily uploads. I have succeeded a few times recently, you know. It's been a little hard, but I'm going to be trying really hard in the future to give you guys more consistency with maybe, for example, 1 video per day, occasionally 2 videos per day. If you are the kind of person who wants to release maybe 1 video per day or 1 every other day or multiple videos per day, at the very least, try to give yourself a schedule and give yourself also consistency, you know. Try to give your subscribers, for example, a timetable. New videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, or new videos every, I don't know, every weekend, new videos every other day, you know, 2 videos per day. Try to always make yourself consistent. My channel, my banner, you know, is a very interesting thing, because it says new videos every week, you know, because even if I had on my banner new videos every day, the pressure would have been a lot worse, you know. I want to give you guys videos every day, but sometimes if I can, at least I'll try weekly uploads, you know. So that's also another good thing, you know. When I said before for you to be creative and use personal brand, I forgot to mention also making a banner and having a really cool profile photo that reflects you and your content, what you're going to do, you know. And also creating your own banner is going to help a lot with that, you know. And it kind of segues into this, because your consistency can also be shown with your banner. If you say on your banner that you're going to give them new videos every week, you know, or every day, or I don't know, a few videos every month or so, then whatever shows on your banner you should show on your channel, you know. You should really emulate that and keep going, you know. Try not to lose momentum, you know. Even though it does get hard a few times, I am a testament to that. Just try as hard as you can, you know, to just like pick a lane and stay in it, you know, with your own pace, your own consistency. You set your own speed and your own rules, okay? And that takes us to the next one, which is very generic and very cliche, but it is very true even today in 2022. Do not be afraid to hop on trends, okay? YouTube is an ever-growing platform with a lot of changes being made, you know, a lot of people being creative and trying to make different content. Every single day there are new creators on the rise, and the one thing that you guys have to remember is that trends are the things that are always going to give your videos more views, you know. A lot of the big YouTubers say this, you know, and me being a small YouTuber, I have tried so many times to jump on trends, you know, trying to talk about things that are going viral, you know, talk about them on Twitter and draw attention to my channel as well. Sometimes play a game that's new and hot, and everybody's talking about, everybody's playing, everybody's reviewing, you know. It's happened a few times. Unfortunately, it never got me too many views except for Cuphead. Cuphead, the first time I played it, got me a couple of good views here and there, but not enough to turn a profit or anything. But don't be afraid to hop on trends, okay? There's no shame in it, you know. If you see a bunch of other famous YouTubers doing something, then just go ahead and do it yourself, you know. Even if you have more limited resources, just try, okay? Try as hard as you can. Get on that bandwagon, you know, hop on the trend and just ride it until monetization, okay? Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed to do it, okay? Because everybody does. All of the big YouTubers do it. And if the big YouTubers do it, why can't the small YouTubers do it, you know? You know, there can't be a double standard there. So whenever something is going viral on the internet, something is getting a lot of views and attention, go ahead and record a few videos about it and you're good to go. Now, going towards the end here, we have the final 2 tips, and these are honestly, in my opinion, one of the most important ones for you to follow as an up-and-coming content creator on YouTube, you know. And the first one, rather, the second to last one, the first of these last 2, rather, right? Connect with your audience, okay? Now, this one here is very crucial, you know, because once you start growing on YouTube, you're going to start to get more and more fans. More people will subscribe to your channel because they want to watch more of your content, you know. They're going to be coming back every week or even every day for new content, you know. They're going to be liking, commenting, and sharing your video with other people. So they would really love it if you took a moment of your day to give them attention, you know. That's how it is. I have a few fans here on my channel. I'm not famous, you know, but when I say fans, they are the ones who watch pretty much every single video. They comment on almost every single video, you know. I have subscribers who are very loyal, who have been here ever since I started my channel, you know, and that's something that's really hard to come by, you know, because for somebody to continue to watch the content of a small content creator who's been small for 6 years, you know, and still being here, it means a lot to me. So I love connecting with my audience, you know, but YouTube is a battlefield, you know. You might win some battles and you might lose some, you know. There will be many negative comments, you know. There will be a lot of bad feedback that you will receive. Not everybody will like what you do. YouTube took away the dislike button now, so it's only going to show the number of likes in the video as opposed to the dislikes, you know. Not sure if that really is going to help a lot. Maybe it's going to help people with their self-esteem here and there, but, you know, it only shows the likes now. But still, likes and dislikes are proportional, you know. They show that people are watching your video and giving their opinion about it, you know. But the more you connect with your audience and stay on top of them, you know, oh my, whoa. Okay, that wasn't even a breeze. That was a very strong wind, but it feels so good. Actually, it doesn't. My toes are freaking freezing now. Anyway, so I gotta put on some of those wool socks. So the more you connect with them, the more you respond to their comments and take time out of your day to talk to them, whether it's on YouTube or on other forms of social media, it's going to really make them feel happy. You know, that's how you connect with your fans and grow your community more and more. Use the community tab a lot. Be creative over there. You know, create polls. You know, for your subscribers to participate in, you know, advertise your merch in a very nice and creative way, talk to them, you know, ask how their day is going, really build your audience, you know, connect with them, because it's because of them that you even have a presence on the internet to begin with, you know. I have over 1,000 subscribers and not a lot of them watch my videos, but they are still here. The ones who do interact with me, I interact with them again, you know, and it's a symbiote, you know. They always give me feedback and I try to entertain them as much as I can. So never be nasty to your subscribers. Even if you receive constructive criticism, take it in stride and try to see how you can make yourself better so you can not only keep that subscriber but also gain some new ones. And the final tip is literally the most important thing, you know, that you can be as a YouTuber, which is why I included it last but not least, that is, have patience. Please, for the love of God, be patient on this platform. I am a testament to that because I have been doing videos ever since 2016, you know, the very end of 2016, and my videos used to suck, you know, used to record them on my iPhone and just do generic, really short vlogs talking about random stuff. As the years went by and I started to get better equipment, you know, I moved to Sao Paulo, I got an Xbox, I got a better TV recently, you know. My content has been getting better as the years go by, and even though it's been 6 years and nothing noteworthy has happened, you know, except for maybe a few videos here and there getting over 1,000 views, you know, somewhere in the thousands. Okay, that wind is starting to get really distracting. Okay, are we okay, Mother Nature? Okay, good. I gotta leave it open because or else the camera's gonna overheat, you know. But I have not lost my hope of ever growing on this channel because I just want to be consistent, you know. I'm always trying to give you guys as much content as possible, and I love this so much, you know. Despite being frustrating sometimes, I am still so in love with it. I love YouTube so much, and I can see myself easily doing it for many more years. Okay, that wind is getting icy on my legs now. I'm gonna close the window before I cut again. So that's just the main thing. I really like YouTube and I love being here. I love the community that I've built up in my library of content, you know, so that's why I'm very patient. Now, even the big YouTubers say, Markiplier himself once said that it does take a while, you know, and Markiplier is one of the biggest content creators on the platform, you know, and also one of the most influential ones. And, okay, well, fun's over, I guess. Man, Okay, that's a really good example of what I just said, right? Have patience, always be patient, especially when things start happening in the background. I took advantage of the opportunity to close the window here so the wind doesn't interrupt me, but I'm almost done anyway. So just be patient, guys, in all seriousness, okay? Create content that you love creating, that you're passionate about. Make something that's going to make you proud of yourself, that maybe you can get opinions from friends and family and see if they like it too, but at the end of the day, it's all about you just, satisfying yourself as a content creator. The more patient you are, the faster and better you're going to grow. Trust me, even if you don't get a lot of views at the beginning, I have been not getting a lot of views for 6 years and I still like this. I'm going on my 7th year on YouTube, man, and it feels really good to still be here. I just really like it so much, and I'm never going to let it go. I'm never going to abandon it because I don't know. There's something good about being here. This little rectangular box here right now. I love the process of putting together a video, recording, researching beforehand, recording, editing. I just love this so much, and I don't know why. It's a hobby, So, and I try to work as hard as I can now, even before I'm big, So if I ever do make this an actual job and be monetized, I'm going to go even more above and beyond for you guys, and that's what you should also think about when you're creating your own channel. Be creative, make a banner that's going to stand out and draw people in and make them feel at home, because when somebody opens up your YouTube channel, the first thing that they will see is the banner and then also the profile photo. Usually the profile photo sticks out more because it's the first thing that they see, but when they go to your channel, boom, the banner is there and they will go down and see everything else. So try to give them a very good first impression, and that's essentially how it is. I keep mentioning banners so many times because I forgot to talk about it in the earlier portion, but it's all good. Create your content, follow these tips, make your videos, upload them, and just chill. Just wait, Even if it feels like it's taking forever for something to happen, it will eventually, okay? Just never stop. Just hop on those trends, and before you know it, you might become Mr. Beast. That might be a little tougher because, nobody gets the amount of views that he does, but you know what? Just do your own thing, okay? Just stay in your lane, just pick a lane and stay in it. And that's it, guys. This video got a lot longer than I thought it would, I think it's a little over, a little over half of the length of the original. So this has been my 800th video special, and nothing like finishing up another cycle of videos telling you guys what to do to get on this platform, Hopefully you guys found these tips useful, And if so, please go ahead and give it a like and also subscribe to this channel because I release videos every single day, or at least I try to, I'm going to be taking a break now, as always, but it's going to be short, I'm still going to keep recording, editing, leaving stuff ready for you guys. I'm just going to take a few days without uploading, so I can try to get my stuff together back in place because it's been a mess lately, and I have to work on my own consistency, try to record a bunch of videos and leave them ready to go, so when I come back to uploading, it's not going to happen again. I'm going to give you guys one video every single day until the end of the year, until I hit my 900. So it's it, guys. That's it, guys. Thank you for being here. Be patient with me, okay? Stay subscribed, share my channel with everybody, and just before you know it, I'll be back, okay? Thank you for being here since my first and still here at my 800th, okay? So that's it. Also, I forgot to finish my outro, right? Like the video, this and that, and also subscribe to my channel because I tried. Okay, no, that's it. That has been it. I am so tired, man. I'm so tired, but boy, was this worth it. It's always worth it. This is Chazzy signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Roll the outro screen.